Welcome into the Edge Sports Center in Bedford, Massachusetts. I'm Nathan Collin. Your Drake Committees are here to take on the Bedford Buccaneers. The warm-ups are just about to finish, and this is the first game of the regular season for both teams. The Middies last year squeaked into the playoffs after a hot streak at the end of the year, being a 1-0 to Wayland. Meanwhile, Bedford had a season that they're not really too proud of last year, as their starting goaltender was out with an injury before the first game. But both teams have high hopes for this season. As the season gets underway, the warm-ups finishing shortly. I was unable to retrieve Bedford's starting lineups. Drake, meanwhile, is starting at the forward, number 5, alternate captain Kyle Diaz, number 14, Jay Callery, and number 20, captain Troy Thurkel. Starting defense pairs for the Middies are number 4, Kyle McManus, and number 16, Alex Bogosian. The starting goaltender is Ryan Hardy for the Middies. Both teams are MVC DCL3 rivals and will play each other twice this year. This is the first game. The second game is on January 21st at Janice Lincoln Lowell. Let the season begin. I'm going to read the names of the seniors for the Middies. They are alternate captain Kyle Diaz, number 5. Alternate captain number 6, Eric Den. Sorry about the delay. Number 12, Tyler Roberge. Number 20, captain Troy Thurkel. Number 22, Alex Fagan. And backup goaltender number 31, Freddie Kozlowski. I'm Nathan Collin, and my co-commentator Zach Pisano is not with us this evening, and behind the camera is Zach Sear. Opening face-off, and Jake Callery wins it. Kyle McManus advances through the second Callery before Bedford tries to advance in the other direction. It is Josh Perella on the puck, right corner shot, fought off by Hardy. Gets to the point, a drive, goes wide of Hardy, shot taken by Zach Chase. Gets down to the corner for James DeMayo. They try to send it in front, it's in the left corner. Sorry, the peripheral is not the best at this rink. We are actually quite low to the ice compared to other rinks such as Janice. Here's a chance the other way for the Middies. Kyle Diaz, 2-on-1, looks for a lane, fought off by Knox. Callery looks for a shot, couldn't get it. Thurkel looks in front, Diaz, twists, Callery shot. And not sure if that got a goal or not. Anyways, it gets back to the front. Would eluded Knox. Here's Thurkel. Looks to the front. Popped off a Bedford player. And now they send it out off the boards. Eric Den retrieves in the neutral zone. And now it is Zach Chase for Bedford in his own zone right corner. Handing it off for James DeMayo. Gets it out in the other direction. And coming to the puck is Christopher Walsh for Bedford. And Drake sends it out before being retrieved by Bedford in their own zone. Bedford wins a puck race, and this might be a chance. Going the other way, but it is quickly cut off by the middies. There's a hit in front of the boards, at the boards in front of us. And a shot from the line gets behind the net. Now Joe Gagnon chasing the puck, looking for Eric Den behind him. Also the option of Adam Berger, and he appeared to go for the Berger option, not the Den option. Den has it now, twisted back by Berger. The point sends it ahead. Gets through the right circle before Bedford retrieves. This is Calvin Sonato. So the pass lane with Bedford the other direction. Joe Hegarty looks for an advancement, but the middies get the puck now, bringing it ahead. I'm pretty sure it is Nate LaPointe. Right corner of the attacking zone behind the net. The wrap-on chase for Gagnon. He's fought off in front by Joshua Knox. And both teams to get a full change. Once again, we are relatively low to the ice versus any other rink we filmed at, so if this seems unusual in terms of the speed of getting players' numbers and recognize them, I apologize for that. Kyle McManus left point. Shooting does not get in goal. Chasing to the corner is Patrick Crowley and Zach Chase. Bedford gets it. They're going to try and advance in the direction. They do. They come with a big old Chase. Intercepted briefly by Roberge, and Roberge gets it again and tries to send it out. Eventually the middies do get it out. Winning the puck race is Ryan Silva. Looks for an advance, but it's picked up by Sean Doucette of Bedford. Before it gets out for Kyle McManus to the middies. In his own zone, he sends it out off the stick, I think, of Ryan Silva. May have gone off the Bedford Benton stick, but it appears to me that it was off the middies Ryan Silva. Anyways, out of the direction, dumped in by Sean Doucette of the box. But the middies pick it up behind their own net. Kyle McManus looks for the advance. He catches Pat Crowley. Not to be confused with Pat Carney, who was the senior starting goaltender last year. He graduated. Pat Crowley is a freshman. Here was a shot taken by Troy Turkel sent wide. McManus right corner chase. Looking for the opportunity. Kyle Diaz gets it. It's top unit for the middies. McManus twists for Diaz. Diaz threw a stick and Bedford gets it. And advance headed either way. James DeMayo off the skate of McManus. Nice play. Here's Turkel dumping it in. And slips through the skates of Chris Cowles. And Bedford ends up getting it anyways. There's a penalty coming against... Wait a minute. Nope. That was a delayed offside, I think. Apologies. Yep. I didn't realize the Drake had touched it until the whistle came. That was a delayed offside. Anyway, the middies try and get it ahead. Here was Adam Berger, left side. He's in my physics class. Just a random point of note. Ellerton looks for an advance, but the Bucks send it out. Middies have an out of the point. Advance ahead, gets through Joe Gagnon down near the way, and now pick up the puck for Bedford to Zach Chase. Chase is pressured by Gagnon. Gagnon forces a near turnover, but Bedford gets to recover it first. This is Chris Walsh. Now it's on the second hand. Again, kind of a strange rink in terms of the angle profile. This is Joe Gagnon coming in. Here's a chance. Right side shot. Blocker save by Knox. Trying to keep it alive as Alex Fagan he can. Joe Gagnon hammers it in. Gets to the left corner. It eludes the reach of it looked to elude the reach of Fallon, but the Bucks get it anyways. Skating up the wing is Anthony Inserto. Then the middies pick it up. This is Pat Crowley dumping it in off a body, so it's no icing. Gets out McManus, gloves down right point. Comes into the slot, shooting, and a pass stopped by Knox. Inserto tries to clear it out, but Bogosian keeps it alive. Bogosian Roberge looks down. Now it's Bogosian for McManus. Man, so Bogosian. Across to Crowley. Crowley fake the dump in, comes it in, and then he eventually does dump it behind the boards. Ryan Still will retrieve before being turned over to no point that he tried to clear it out, but he was unsuccessful in doing so as Alex Bogosian kept it alive. Now Ryan Tremonti, hands it off, and then it gets out, then the middies get it back. McManus gets it from Bogosian. McManus hands off to Crowley, hand off back to McManus. They bring it in. McManus, they were offside, while Bailey was the one over the line. 8:39 to play in the first period. No score from the Edge Sports Center in Bedford. Feels so good to be doing play-by-play again for the Drake Middies. Jake Cowley wins the draw. Eric Den dumps it in and goes around the boards. Several players going to chase it, and Jake Cowley is successful in getting it, but he turns it over for Josh Perella. Perella for Chase. Looks ahead with DeMayo, but he does not pass it to him. Instead, he keeps it and then tries for a handoff, but Dan Warner intercepts and dumps it in. There's a chance Diaz looked to send it in front from behind the net, but for Cowley, couldn't get him. Warner couldn't keep it alive. That's a turnover. There's a chance in the direction. And a shot by Perella does not get a goal. Rebound chance for Sam Ryan, and Ryan Hardy with the save. Not much action down at the Middies defensive end. That is to say, the Middies have had a very large amount of the attacking zone time in this game, putting Bedford on defense a lot. Face-off between Cowley and Perella. And Cowley wins it, and then it gets dumped down the other direction. And Chris Cowell's trying to get it. He can't. Then he eventually battles with Jake Cowley to get it. Then he sends it around, and Kyle Diaz could not get it in his reach. Bedford the other direction. James DeMayo. He falls down. Middies had the opportunity to get it. McManus and Perella collide. McManus trying to get it off the boards, kept alive, and there by Chris Cowles. Off the boards, Cowles tries to fork back in, but Kyle Diaz picks it up, has the control, dumps it in, gets behind, Knox. Calvin Sonato. So Bedford, advance head, James DeMayo off the second McManus. That allows him to retrieve it quickly as opposed to getting all the way behind Hardy. This is a chance for Joe Gagnon. Pass on the wing, and the point sends it up, and it does not get out of play. Sent in front, off the skate of Nate LaPointe. Middies keep it in, courtesy of Adam Berger, and then it gets out, thanks to in part to a Bedford defensive play. Bucks with the foot get ahead, but the Middies pick it up in the neutral zone. McManus with the dump in, before being brought out in part to the work of Cam Fallon. Down to the other end, trying to send it ahead for the Middies would be Alex Bogosian. Gets down, right corner, Zach Chase. The Bedford collides with Adam Berger of Draken. Berger and Chase still pressuring. Looks like Gagnon and I believe Fallon are the ones joining the party down there in the corner. It gets off Knox. It was Nate LaPointe kicking into the skates. LaPointe looks for a pass, looks for Gagnon, but he couldn't get complete control of it. And up the wing, Joe Hegarty passes, and it was dumped in to Hardy's left. This is Joe Gagnon, played for Nate LaPointe. LaPointe dumps it ahead. Gets behind Josh Knox. 5:52 to go in the first period. No score. And dumping it in is Alex Fagan. Bedford trying to get out there. Unsuccessful Fagan shot from the line. Does not get on goal. Fagan keeps it in again. And that looks to be kind of an advanced pass looking for Crowley. He could not really get him that much. And he gets around the boards, and behind the net, and now over the puck is Calvin Sonato. Into the mesh. The face-off will come to the left of Knox, as both teams get a full change, with 5:18 to play in the first period, with neither side on the board. Cowley type win, but then Bedford picks it up very quickly. It appeared that Cali had gotten the initial win, but then Drake did pretty much nothing with that. Bedford get the opportunity. Now here's a turnover. Cal Diaz brings it for Drake. Now Troy Thurkel, the captain, coming in behind. Thurkel turned over. Bedford tries to get played the other way, but Kyle McManus beats James Mayo to the race. McManus in his own zone. 4:44 to go. Playing left corner to Mayo. Pressured by McManus. Sent to the front. He's cleared away by Roberge. No, Dan Warner. Sorry. I screwed up 12 and 21 for a second. McManus looks for it, but here's a turnover. Zach Chase. Chase pressured, it's forced out of the zone before being dumped back in by Cameron Fallon. 4:10 to go in the first. And he's having it off the stick of Troy Thurkel. Thurkel trying to beat Fallon to the race. He does, but then it's turned over for Zach Chase. Chase finds his own net. And Chase begins the advance as Bedford tries to get an opportunity off, but it looked like that Joe Haggerty may have been a hint offside. At least half of him was in the zone. But I think it's actually just enough. And then a shot by Joe Haggerty is fought off by Ryan Hardy. 3:33 to go in the first. And the middies have it. This is Jake Calorie. Advance ahead. Looking for Nate LaPointe, but it's turned over. Now it's Joe Haggerty on the advance for Bedford. In direction for Chris Walsh. There's a stoppage. 3:15 to go in the first period. I mentioned the seniors earlier for Drake. Now I'll mention the juniors. R.J. Patterson at number 2. Number 9, Adam Berger. Number 15, Arlen Kazanjian, who is a scratch. Number 16, Alex Bogosian. Number 19, Nate LaPointe. And number 25, Brandon Lee. And number 32, Ryan Hardy. It's back to the play. Eric Den and Alex Fagan had plenty of coverage for the puck, and Fagan being the one getting it. Here's Gagnon advancing it ahead. There's a chance for Berger, dumping it up and behind, and it hits the netting of above. So 2:53 to play in the first period. There's a face-off to the right of Knox. And then Nate LaPointe wins the draw. Twisted on goal by Gagnon and fought off. Berger chasing it in front! And a save by Knox. Berger behind the net. Looks for a pass in front. Off the stick of Bogosian and out. Bogosian was actually the intended receiver of that pass. And hitting stick too hard and getting out. And Bedford gets a chance in front. Aided by Noah Parenti. Brian Hardy of the save. 2:30 to play in the first. Face off on by Noah Parenti. The line, Zach Chase. Handed down. And there's a battle in the left corner for that puck. Eventually gets twisted up for Josh Perella. Played in the right corner. Ryan Silva couldn't retrieve for Drake it. Nor could Tyler Roberge as Bedford's got it, and a shot taken by 2 in the lead there. And gets out eventually. So I saw 2 as the first number of that jersey, but I was never able to see the second number. But 24 is on the ice, so that would be James DeMayo. Anyways, behind the net is Campbell, and advance for James DeMayo as they try and get out of their own zone is Bedford. But Drake has got plenty of coverage. Alex Fagan touches the puck. Is this a penalty? Might be. Wait. Yep, to the box is Eric Den with 1:37 to play. So Bedford will get the first power play of the game and a good opportunity to score first. And the face-off is won by the Middies. They try and get out when it's kept in by Chris Cowles. A drive, score! Chris Cowles, Bedford's on the board first, power play goal. Chris Cowles beat Hardy, blocker side. So a quick strike on that power play for Bedford. Dan Warner for the Middies. Hands off. And it's sent in by Kyle McManus looking for Kyle Diaz. But Zach Chase picks it up. And he turns it over. Kyle McManus. And then he turns it over before getting the puck quickly thereafter. Zach Chase for Bedford to the neutral zone, dumping it in. Behind Ryan Hardy. Kyle Diaz at the advance for Jay Cowley. Cowley comes in, left side, 52 seconds ago. Cowley in close! He scores! Jay Cowley, a quick tie! What a goal! What a move! Jay Cowley! What a nice, quick response for Draken. Just dangles out Josh Knox. Tie up and Cowley tries to kick it ahead. But Bedford picks it up. Bring it as Joe Hegarty. He turns it over. Alex Fagan for Jake Cowley, you got a stoppage. No wonder he was playing the puck for a second. I think they were offside. And I was looking at it, that does kind of look offside. Wait, hold on, maybe I confused that for a second, apologies. 30 seconds ago in the period, either way. 25 battle. Nate LaPointe shoots, scores! Nate LaPointe! The Middies have the lead with 20 seconds to go! What a response to the Bedford power play goal by Drake. 2 goals in a very quick span in the last 90 seconds of the first. And trying to advance it ahead is Nate LaPointe, the goal scorer. He can't. Country gets down, and Alex Lagosian plays in the left corner of his own zone to Hardy's right. Now Bedford picks up 2 seconds to go in the period. Here's a drive, and it does not get on goal. And that ends the first period with your Drake and Middies ahead 2-1 on the Bedford Bucks. Welcome back to the Edge Sports Center in Bedford. So Drake and Middies lead the Bedford Bucks 2-1. 3 goals were scored by the teams combined in the last 90 seconds of the first. With the minute 29, that's 89 seconds to go in the first. Chris Cowles scored a power play goal for Bedford. And after that, with 50 seconds to go, Jake Cowley scored a beautiful goal for the Middies, dangling out Josh Knox to tie the game. 30 seconds after that, with 20 seconds to play, Nate LaPointe scored for Draken. That's where we stand, 2-1. Here's a face-off, Jay Cowley wins it. And then it gets out, too clean of a win almost. Kyle McManus must start out in off in his own zone. Troy Tokel looks to the advance. McManus banks it off the boards. McManus with a lot of steam. He comes in, drop back. Diaz loses control. Here comes Bedford the other direction. They could have had a 2-on-1 if they had gone ahead fast enough, but they had not. That was Josh Perlo with the Russian. Now here comes the Middies the other way. This is Jay Cowley dropping back, being intercepted, and then Bedford tries to get it out. They do. This is off the stick of Kyle Diaz, coming down behind to the left of Knox. The battle in the left corner to Knox's right, and Bedford retrieves, turned over as Troy Tokel had a chance to pass on the Middies. who's pushing off the puck. Jake Calloway trying to pick up the middies. He doesn't, but Alex Fagan does. Fagan's in, but then it is cleared out by Calvin Donato. Eric Den handoff out for Alex Fagan. To me, that was Adam Bergen, not Alex Fagan. I thought they were going D to D. Apologies for that. Anyways, the Bedford puck sends it out, and Eric Den, the break at middies, picks it up. He sends it ahead, and it's turned over and picked up by Chris Walsh, who dumps it in, goes behind Hardy, and Alex Fagan picks up for Draken. Fagan looks to fork it out of the zone. They can't. It's played in front, twisted wide by Walsh. As the middies have it, Eric Den advances ahead off the stick of Joe Gagnon. 13:05 to play in the second. By the way, I mentioned the juniors of the hockey team earlier, and I failed to mention that I myself am a junior at Draken High School. It was dumped in left to the left of Knox. Zach Chase plays it, and now it's Joe Hegarty for Bedford. In his own zone, turned over Tyler Roberge for Alex Bogosian, sends wide and gets into the mesh. Now I'll mention the sophomores on the Dragon middies. They are number 3, Alec Vella, number 4, Cal McManus, number 8, Andrew Dixon, number 14, Jake Calloway, number 17, Ryan Silva, number 21, Dan Warner, number 24, Joe Gagnon, and my co-commentator, Zach Pisano, who is not here right now. He's having the line, Alex Bogosian, a shot, doesn't get on goal. Battle along the left wing half forwards. Ryan Silva trying to dig out with Drake along with Tyler Roberge, and there were 3 Bedford players in that area. And one of them punched it out. Kyle McManus to the middies. Looks for Ryan Silva, but it missed. This will be an icing. The first icing of the game against either side. Which took a while. But it shows that both teams are doing a good job at avoiding icings in this game. Face off to come to Hardy's left. Ryan Hardy, the new starting goaltender for the middies, after he held the backup job last year. It's played in front, backhand score! 2-2, the game tied. James DeMayo. Face-off between Josh Prowl and Jake Calloway. It is tied up, and now attempting to advance it ahead was Chris Cowles. And the middies pick it up. There's a chance. Jake Calloway shooting wide of Knox. Den could not keep it in the zone. And he dumps it in, but it is turned over. Chris Cowles advancing the way. Dumped in by James Mayo. Josh Prowl chases for Bedford. Eric Den chases for Drake. And now it is on the right half boards, and then it's sent out to the slot, and Perella pokes it back near the goal. And then it's gone out, dumped back in by Calvin Sinato. Eric Den for Alex Fagan. It is picked up by Anthony Inserto of Bedford through his skates, looking for Chris Walsh. Behind him, he also has the option at the line of Cam Fallon, and this is Walsh, backhand in front. Here's Troy Thurkel, right side, dumping it in, or carrying it in front. Then letting advance to the boards. Here's Kyle Diaz. Now Bedford has a Cam Fallon looking, and he catches Anthony Inserto. It is turned over. Kyle McManus dumps it in, turnover. And Inserto and McManus pressure for the puck. And now a collision between Nate LaPointe and Chris Walsh. And it's in the right corner. Joe Gagnon trying to pick it up with Draken. He does not. Then Inserto tries to clear it out. And Bedford can't get it out. Adam Berger has a puck, shoots, and it goes high the net. Bedford advances in the other direction. This is Anthony Inserto coming in. Whoa, a big collision between him and Kyle McManus. Here is McManus sending it ahead, and it's a neutral zone where it's played out by Chris Cowles. Pick up on 9:33 to go in the second period. The score is 2-2. Bedford goals from Chris Cowles and James DeMayo. Drake goals from Jake Cowley and Nate LaPointe. It gets in front, and Hardy will freeze it up. Apologies, I was just making sure my water did not fall off the ledge behind me. It's not that high, and there's not much of a gap, but enough for water to fall. By the way, I made a mistake on the offside. It was a bet. I thought we were in the first period. Apologies for that. Gotta get back in the hockey mode. That was a Bedford offside, not a Drake offside. Hey, we all make mistakes sometimes. And a shot gets on Hardy. He will freeze it up. Pretty sure that was Ryan Tremonti taking the shot. 9 minutes square to go in the second. Water is so handy to have sometimes when you're broadcasting the game. You're talking a lot. Trying to shoot it from the line was Colin Sonato, one of the alternate captains for Bedford. Something. And now left corner play. Passes in front. Shot set wide. That one was taken by Sam Ryan. Sonato looks for Ryan. Can't get it to him now. Here's Perella. Sonato was shot wide of the net. It never got to Cowles because Drake had got it. Jake Kelly, right side, has an option until Kell. They're a little too slow on that play. So Kell keeps it alive before it's sent out by Sam Ryan to Josh Perella. Perella dumps it in, forces to by punching from the middies. Alex Bogosian picks it up, looks for Troy, so Kell can't get him. Off the boards, icing. .7:58 to play in the second period. So we were 28 seconds away from hitting the halfway point of this game. Joe Gagnon trying to advance the head from the middies. But he's unsuccessful in doing so, and now Nate LaPointe trying to kick in the zone. Here's Joe Gagnon neutral zone. Eric Den hammered in. And then Bedford gets it quickly. Try to send it out, they will. Middies have it out on the skates of Eric Den. And Bedford gets it. This is Joe Hegarty, left side. Passes, shot, score! It's Inserto, and it's 3-2 Bedford. And Ryan Tremonti, and bringing it in is Noah Parenti. Crowley and Roberge both trying to get it out. His battle, and then at the line, Zach chased a shot, saved by Hardy. Ryan Silver tried to get over, but it's kept alive, not by much, but just enough by Cam Fowler. For the middies get it. Kyle McManus has a lot of steam. McManus ahead, comes in, he falls down. There's a trip on the play. And the middies to the power play. was just arguing for a penalty shot, but that person will not get their way. Either way, Mitty's far away for the next 90 seconds. Massachusetts is one of the only states that does not use the 2-5-10 penalty system. They use the 1-30, 4, and 7 system. Callaway pass back to him. Callaway set up pass and front chance! It was fought off and then Bedford gets it out. That was Cam Fallon with a tripping penalty. Kyle Diaz on Mitty's left side. Pressure by James Mayo, picked up by Jake Callaway. Callaway looking at his options. And then gets out. And going to chase is Kyle McManus. It looked like Hardy was going to play with a stick for a second. Here's McManus. Gets ahead. So Callaway. And he gets back out. McManus with a quick retrieval. 38 seconds going to penalty. Jake Callaway trying to advance in. Has Docal and Diaz as the forwards. McManus passes. Shot is sent wide by LaPointe. So there are actually 4 forwards on this power play. Here's McManus getting from Callaway. Now here's Callaway. Power circle. Here's a drive. And it's a rebound chance. Docal fought off. Sent in front. Banked. Here's McManus. Little one shot. He scores! And they wiped it out beforehand. So they say, I believe the net was dislodged is the call. That would have been McManus' first varsity goal had he scored. The net was dislodged. No goal on the play. Here's a face-off to the right of Knox, and Jake Callaway had won it, but it was a false start. 1 second fell off the clock. They might re-add it. And Bedford's face-off taker was thrown out of the draw. Diaz and McManus can't keep it alive. That is it for Fallon's penalty in 1 second. He is out of the box. Here was Jake Callaway trying to advance ahead the other direction. Callaway a drive and sent wide to the net. Docal. And then it gets out of the zone. McManus to chase for it. This will be an icing as Bedford was one who sent it out of the zone. 5:08 to play. Offensive zone draw coming for Drake. I believe it's going to be to Knox's left in the right circle. Either way, 5:08 left. 3-2 Bedford to score. And a shot taken by Adam Berger is fought off. Bang in front. There's a chance. And then Bedford will clear it out. Then Eric Den sends it back in. So it keeps it alive. Twists it back to him. A shot. Sticked away. Gagnon looking for it, but Bedford was one with it. The point couldn't keep it alive. Den does. Here was Bedford getting it the way. Thumbing in was no Parenti. And this is delayed offside against Bedford. And it's an offside. 4:29 to go in the second. Zach Chase behind his own net. He will play the blue line. The point keeps it alive for Drake. For Bedford sends it out through Cam Fallon. He plays it ahead. And unable to get it is trying to set because of the play of Eric Den. Den right side. Thrown on goal and a stop by Knox. 4 minutes square to go in the second. Gets out to the line. Roberge and Fagan trying to keep it in for Drake. Number Bedford trying to keep it out. Joe Gagnon has the puck, holds on to it nicely. Here's a shot, does not get on goal. Chasing to the corner, Alex Fagan for Drake. It's up, but not into the mesh. Here's a kick in front. They score! The game is tied. Eric Den. Ryan Silva. Bringing it ahead. Left side. Could not connect with Pat Crowley. Bringing it ahead is Cal McManus. McManus has it. He falls down. He falls down. Ryan Silva looks at his options. He throws in front. Roberts bangs at it, and it is stopped by Knox. This face-off will come to the right of Josh Knox. Between Josh Perla and Drake Calorie. It is tied up, and it gets to Dan Warner at the line. Warner looks at his options, gets out of the zone. 3-0 for Bedford. Ryan pass for Perla. Perla sent in front, but it missed the reach of James DeMeo. This is a chance. Ryan shoots, saved by Hody. He freezes up, and there's chaos in front. 2:35 left in the second period. McManus sends it around the boards and gets out of the zone, and no icing according to the official. And behind, 2:23 to go. Intercepted by Troy Thilkel. Drop back, McManus shoots wide of the goal. James DeMeo turned over. Jake Calorie drags, shoots, and off the glove of Knox. 2:02 to go in the second. Calorie gets it from McManus. Also over, but nice play by Bogosian and McManus. The two defensemen right now on the ice to recover. Kyle McManus. So the play turned over. This is Ryan Tremonti, then it is turned over again. Jay Cowley for Adam Berger. Put it off the boards. This is a chance for Kyle Diaz. Diaz gets through, and then he could not get any type of a shot away. Then leaks out of the zone. Bogosian had to bring it back in. Then a save by Knox. Calorie slowly to the left corner. He's playing the left wing boards. Joe Gagnon kept it alive. Adam Berger looks at Jake Calorie. It's off of a skate and out. Eric then dumps it back in. That was a delayed offside, so he needs to get out last minute of the second. This will be an icing against Bedford, as Eric Den was clear ahead of the race with 54.9 seconds to go in the second period. Finally, I'll mention the Drake freshman on his team. Number 7, Brian Cibula. Number 11, Patrick Crowley. Number 13, Dominic Maraca. Number 18, Austin Sissick. And number 23, Cole Bolduck. It is behind the Bedford net right now. And Josh Powell and Joe Gagnon would have battled for it now. Powell tries to get out. He couldn't. There's a chance dumped down by Gagnon. And it gets on goal. Stopped by Knox. Bedford does clear out. They can't. Alex Fagan keeps it alive. Sort of Adam Berger. Berger's pass. That's cut off by Perella. He forks it, but it stays in. Courtesy in part to Alex Fagan. 20 seconds to go. Both sides looking for a little bit of late magic. Josh Perella. Advances cut off by Alex Fagan. Thumbs ahead, no icing. 12 seconds to go. Chase to the corner by Cam Fallon. He tries to send it out. The Middies have it fair and square. Fagan keeps it in, shooting, back in front, chance, save Knox, 2.0 to go, as the clock ran for several tenths of a second after the whistle, so it should have been like 2.5, but they do not check any sort of clock in high school hockey. And 2 seconds, plenty of time to get a quick play off a draw and maybe a goal. Nate LaPointe takes a draw and he loses it. That ends any chance of a ending goal. So that'll end the second period. With the Middies and Bucks tied at 3. Welcome back for the third period between the Dragon Middies and Bedford Bucks here at the Edge Sports Center in Bedford, Mass. Face-offs come between Calorie and Perella wins a draw. He dumps it in. And it gets off Hardy. Now Bedford has it, they dump it in. Gets Jake Calorie, passes off, Kyle Diaz, turnover, Zach Chase, pass, glove down, off Sam Ryan's shot by Ryan Hardy. Pass for Sam Ryan from James DeMayo. And I think it was stopped. There's a drive from the line. And here's a chance. Jake Calorie gets the puck, shoots, and a save by Knox. And that's knocked off. So we're 39 seconds into the third period. Between Perella and Calorie again, and Calorie won it. It was the line of drive and it gets sent wide. The shot taken by Alec Dent. Alex Fagan looked to throw to the front, but he couldn't. Here's Kyle Diaz's shot and doesn't get on goal. And here's James DeMayo for Bedford. Tries to get back, then he can't. Nice defensive play. And now a shot in front. And falling down is Troy Tokel. But recovering the puck is Jake Calorie. Calorie wings it ahead, tries to get by Chase. He does. Here's Calorie, right corner. Calorie's hold the puck in the slot, backhand, sent wide. Tokel in front, twists, saved by Knox, rebound, sent wide. And there's a stoppage. Tripping call. Wait. Looks like it tripped to me. Yep, tripping call. Appears to be against, Josh Perella to the box. And Drake to the power play. Face-off is going to be to the left of Josh Knox, the goaltender for Bedford. With 13:32 to play in the third period, game tied at 3. Tie up, Jake Calorie wins the draw. Nate LaPointe pass to Kyle McManus. McManus shot, sent wide to that rebound, chance, but he has found the net. Diaz for the point. Point thrown in front, blocked, kept him by McManus. McManus looks at his options for the middle of the blue line. Passes LaPointe to McManus, a drive, and it's batted down in front. Face-offs come to the left. Actually go down to all the way down to the other end of the ice, and to Ryan Hardy's right. Okay. It was probably sort of a hand pass or a back down with the stick above the crossbars or shoulder right or something along those lines. That triggered that. Did look like there was some six in the air in that play. Middies get out quickly. McManus for Calorie. Calorie will drop back. He pursues his Chase to the right corner, and Chase just kind of grabbed Calorie there. And behind the net now. It's a pass from McManus to the line. McManus looked down for Diaz. Could not get him. So there's something clear, but not out by the Bucks. McManus shoots and gets wide rebound to the front. McManus keeps it alive very nicely. Pass down through Calorie's stick. Bedford tries to get out. They can't. Nice play by McManus again. McManus a shot. Thrown in front. Wide of the goal. Shot by Calorie and a save by Knox. Calorie. Left boards. Again, to the left circle. Shot. Save. Made. Rebound. Chance. Score! Kyle Diaz. Middies lead. Power play goal. With 9 seconds to go on the power play, the Middies have just taken a 4-3 lead. On a goal by Kyle Diaz. He had an open spot in the net, and he took advantage. Yeah, so and generally in this situation when the power play goal is scored, the player must stay in the box. So that's why Josh Perella is still in the box for the next 2 seconds, and Bedford is at 5-on-5, but they have to put somebody else on the ice. So Perella must wait for the next stoppage, and Graves can't do it, but Alex Fagan will win that race, preventing what would have been a breakaway to Anthony Insoto, who has a goal tonight for Bedford. To the Bedford defensive zone, as Bedford tries to get it out, but they can't. Middies look to kick it in front. There's a scramble! And Adam Berger was involved with that, along with Joe Gagnon, Nate LaPointe. Gets down along the boards, Alex Fagan to pick it up. Thrown in front, off of either side of the net or Knox. There's a stoppage. Full changes for both sides. With 11:23 to go in the third period, the Middies have just taken the lead 4-3 on a power play goal by Kyle Diaz. And Bedford tries to advance it out, but they were not able to as it gets dumped back in after what appears to have been a brief bring out, or brief clear out of the zone. Alex Bogosian, right point, looks down and there's a brief turnover as James Mayer advances ahead, but Cal McMahon got in the neutral zone and dumped it in. Here's Bedford behind the own net, bringing it ahead for them is Chris Cowles. For James DeMayo. DeMayo comes in, he lost a foot. He lost his footing. Didn't lose a foot. Anyways, Middies bring it ahead. Kyle McManus, nice steam with Pat Crowley. Crowley's probably going to look for the drop back to McManus option if he keeps the puck, which he does not keep the puck. Bringing it ahead the other way is Ryan Tremonti. Now looking back, and it is stopped by Hardy. Calling for the puck was Noah Parenti. He looked for it from Tremonti, but shot was taken instead. 10:18 to go in the third period. Face off the right of Hardy between Calloway and Tremonti. The Middies try and get it out. They do. Kyle Diaz, he had just scored. Now he was trying to Cal right side. Cal shoots and gets off the glove of Knox. Here's Diaz. Looks at his options. Here's a shot. And gets up to the right point, keeping alive Alex Fagan. Down, looking for Kyle Diaz, can't get him. He gets Jake Calloway. Calloway for Diaz, looking to us in front. Now it's Calloway, left corner, holds onto it nicely before he coughs it up. Not all that egregiously, but it still was clear that Bedford had the puck. But the Middies keep it in. Here's a shot, goes wide of the net. Fagan. Now Bedford try and get it out. And all of a sudden, he was some pressure. Middle of the line, Dan can't keep it alive. Sorry, in all these player battles, because we're so low to the ice, we're having some trouble trying to identify some of the players at times. Down behind that is Cam Fallon for Bedford. I'll play along back to him, trying to get it. Is Josh Perella, but he gets his pass intercepted. The line hammered in, and the net appears to have been dislodged. After hammered in by Alex Fagan. Wait a minute, that was icing, as Fagan's dumping was from behind the red line. He's up tied up and against the Hardy, who must freeze it up quickly. 8:57 to go in the third. Face off, tied up in one. Here's an advance by McManus for Gagnon. Now McManus. Pass on the wing. Here's a shot by Boogo. Save made. Apologies, that wasn't a save. That was a bad mistake on my part to call that a save as it went wide of the net. Here's Bogosian. Yeah, I thought it had gone off of Knox for a second. No, I think it went just fair and square, just wide of the goal. Anyways, Middy's getting it out before it picked up by Zach Chase of the Bucks, and he dumps it in. Won't stay in the Drake at Middy zone, defensive zone for long as McManus. Long pass for Gagnon. Gagnon on the puck, he's hit by Joe Hegarty. And the other way, dumping it in, is Chris Walsh. Fully turned over for Kyle McManus. 8:06 to go. McManus tried to dump it ahead. Here's a turnover. Quella's pass. Here's DeMayo. A shot goes over the net. 7:56 to go. Looking towards in front. Was Sam Ryan. There's a scramble. And then the puck ends up behind the net. Josh Perella goes around the boards. Looking for Cam Fowler at the line. And beating him to it. At least the period of beating him to it was R.J. Patterson. Now it's in the right corner. Bedford trying to get it the other way. Zach Chase. Perella and Silva collide right corner to the left of Knox. Here's Zach Chase sending it up and very high, almost out of play. But it stayed in. There's a chance in front. Ryan could not get a shot away. Here's Chase left corner. 7:06 to go in the third. Kyle Diaz trying to get it out. Before being picked up and dumped back into the Drake zone. I can't see the other half of the Bedford player's number that dumped it in. 13 Chris Cowles. It's down, and this is an icing against Drake at 6:44 to go in the third. Contributing to the fact that it's kind of difficult to identify from the Bedford players that they do not have numbers on the side of their jerseys like most teams do, including Drake. That plus the peripheral of the rink can make it quite difficult at times. But I think I've been fairly successful tonight. As keeping in is Chris Cowles, who scored the opening goal in this game. And Alex Bogosian tried to get out. He couldn't. Eventually doing so is Kyle Diaz, but Bedford brings it quickly back in. They were offside as Joe Hegarty brought it in. 6:31 to go in the third. Face off. Coming, and Jake Cowley tie-up win. There's Alex Bogosian pass from Kyle Diaz, but it's cut off by Cowles. Turnover. Diaz, 2-on-1, pass, looks with Cowles. Couldn't exactly get it as nicely as he wanted to. And then Bedford trying to rush it ahead the other direction. They're doing so. Chance in a shot, sent wide, shot taken by Anthony Sonato. Pass from Sonato! He missed the net! Sonato got it from Hegarty, I believe. Kept in by Chris Cowles. Cowles keeps it alive once again. Here's a drive and it deflects wide. 5:50 to go in the third. Drake at 4-3 to score. And the middies get it out. Jake Cowley, Kyle Diaz dumps it in off of the body of Noah Parenti. So it doesn't get as far as it would liked. Here's Anthony Sonato trying to get ahead of Bedford, but before it gets in the zone, Joe Gagnon picks up for the middies. Dumping it, looking for Nate LaPointe. 5:28 to go. Now Bedford trying to get it out, and it eventually does get out, not by a whole lot, but Fagan can keep it alive. After seeing his neutral zone plays, here's Joe Gagnon right side. Bedford zone shot over the net. Here's Alex Fagan looking to dump it down. He was unable to. Joe Gagnon. Adam Berger comes in, drop back Joe Gagnon, pass along. Nope. I thought they were going to score there. That was Adam Berger who was taking that shot. Joe Gagnon turns it over. Penalty against Bedford. It appears. penalty against Bedford. It is against, looks like Josh Perella. Yep, Josh Perella again to the box. 4:42 to go. And the middies on the power play. Face off with Jay Calloway. Here's Troy Thurkel. Couldn't keep it alive. Turnover. 2-on-1. James DeMayo looks for the passing option. He looked at the shoot and went off the stick of McManus and wide. Here's Kyle McManus for Nate LaPointe. Looks back to McManus. And he's bringing it ahead. McManus twist back for Calloway. Shooting, didn't get on goal. McManus, Calloway, left circle. Here's a drive. Score! Jay Calloway, 5-3. Drake it with 4:01 left. Power play goal. Calloway wins for Diaz. Diaz brings it ahead. Has a 3-on-2. Drive. Blocker save by Knox. And that here's Kyle Diaz. So Jay Calloway with 2 goals in this game now. He's on the ice for now with 3:48 to go. And here's Bedford rushing it the other way. Middies with a nice insurance goal, but still work left to do. With 3:38 to go. It is in the Drake defensive zone. There's Kyle McManus. So again, Bedford playing 5-on-5, but Perella can't come out for another 13. Plus, however time is left after that until a stoppage. He's trying to get it is Anthony Sonato, but Alex Fagan sends it back out before Bedford gets it and dumps it into their attacking zone. Then Alex Fagan achieves a Drake with 3:08 to go. Here's Patrick Crowley. Could not get a pass he wanted. Gets back to Fagan and keeps it in the line. Here's Crowley. But it's picked up by Zach Chase now of the box. James DeMayo looks for the advance. It eludes the reach of Sam Ryan. 2:46 to go. Alex Fagan in his own zone. He dumps it ahead. Here's a play right along the boards at the red line. The face-off is going to come down at the midi zone in the right circle. And I thought there was going to be a penalty there for a second, but there was not. It was a face-off one, and here was Kyle McManus looking to get it out around the boards. Here's Joe Gagnon. Looks to bring it ahead, but Zach Chase and getting the puck and dumping it in. Behind the drinking net is Alex Bogosian for the middies. McManus will send it back to him, but he could not. Bringing it ahead now, Nate LaPointe, who has a goal in this game. Looked for Adam Berger, but he couldn't get him. Here's McManus, 2:08 to go. Pass for Bogosian. Now Calloway for LaPointe, 2:02 to go. If Bedford can get it into their attacking zone, they're probably going to pull Knox. With the middies ahead by 2, with a minute 52 to go in the third. But the middies are keeping Bedford in their zone. McManus, left point, passes down. LaPointe twists. Around the boards, look for Adam Berger. He's got it. And now it was a Bedford control turnover. Gagnon, then it's coughed right back up. Here's Sam Ryan, then Bedford coughs up before dumping it back in. Excuse me, not right back in, but into the Bedford zone where Drake will pick it up. Alex Bogosian, opposite of Berger and into the attacking zone for the middies. 1:11 to go. And Bedford trying to get something going here. This is Joe Haggerty. 1:01 to go. I'm kind of surprised that Bedford hasn't pulled Knox, but they didn't, and that may be worthy for them because Jay Calloway is a puck on the right side. Looks for a passing option, could not get to Cowell. Here's Kyle Diaz. with 42 seconds to go. Bedford has it behind, not behind, but in front of goal net. When they get ahead, here's Joe Hegarty. Pass on the wing, Andy Sonato. Shooting, he faked the shot, never took it. Sent for Parenti, who doesn't handle it, but takes a shot, and Hardy with a nice, easy save. Alex Fagan with 18 seconds. Fagan turnover, Chris Cowles, 13 seconds. Now this is Sean Doucette, 8 seconds to go. Down to the last 5, play behind the net, and there is a penalty on the play with 3.9 seconds to go in the game, and there was some chaos down in the right corner. And then they will sort out that scrum with 3.9 seconds left. We got a good shot of the scrum in the right corner to the left of Ryan Hardy. So all in all, good games in the Middies. They kept Bedford into their own zone a lot in this game, and that will prove valuable as Bedford appears to be an improved team this year. And the Middies also appear to be very strong, especially defensively, but also with offensive contributions, despite the gaping loss of Brian Smith, who graduated last year, was the leading goal scorer with 36 goals. Blew away everyone else on the team in terms of scoring. 2 players in the box, 1 from each side. And the officials are talking with the scorekeeper. So again, this is pretty much it for the game. It needs to play 3.9 seconds. You never know, maybe someone will score a goal in that time, but that will not affect the outcome of the game. So the Middies gather in front of the net. Meanwhile, Bedford's just talking at their bench. And, okay, they're pulling Josh Knox. Either that or they're just calling him over to the bench. But if you're Bedford, your best hope will just get 1 goal. And I do think that the face-off is going to be Neil Hardy again. But there are several fans who have left the game, and it's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday night. As I'm used to going to Saturday games and seeing almost nobody there. In terms of the Drake at Saturday home games, looks like Bedford gets a good crowd on Saturdays, and I'm hoping that Drake does this year as well. So this face-off will come to the left of Ryan Hardy. Joshua Knox at the bench with 3.9 to go, empty net for Bedford. It's 5-3 Drake it. And okay, someone just called a timeout. Nope. Wait. Nope, it's not a timeout. Apologies, they just put the face off in the wrong spot and Joshua Knox back to the bench, back to the goal, excuse me. 3.9 to go, it's taking a couple minutes to resolve the last 3.9 seconds of the game. But again, strong effort by the Middies. And Bedford has it. A drive in, goes wide to Hardy, and the Middies win their first game of the season, 5-3. Jake Cowley with 2 goals in the game. The other goals were scored by Kyle Diaz, Nate Lapointe, and Eric Den. So the Middies win their first game of the year, 5-3 at Bedford. Once again, I'm Nathan Coram for Drake Access Television, and have a great night.